Welcome to Variant One Shot. Today I'm going to break down one of the most well-known and loved aspects of Spider-Man, his web shooters. We all love that he web slings around New York, and one of his nicknames is even Web Slinger. But where did his web shooters come from, and more importantly, how do they work? Well, wonder no more. I'm about to break all that down for you and get all Mythbuster scientific on you. Kind of. His web shooters first appeared in Amazing Fantasy 15 and were created by Peter Parker to help him fight crime. The web shooters are twin devices worn on his wrist beneath the gauntlets of his costume that can shoot thin strands of special web fluid at high pressure. The fluid itself is officially described as being pressurized at 300 psi, but the actual number has been known to change. The spinneret mechanisms in each web shooter are machined from stainless steel, except for the turbine component, which is machined out of a block of Teflon, and the two turbine bearings, which are made of amber and artificial sapphire. Spider-Man wears web fluid cartridges on his belt beneath his costume. The cartridges are mainly nickel-plated annealed brass. His wristlets have sharp steel tips which pierce the bronze caps when the cartridges are tightly wedged into their position. So pretty much just think of it as putting a CO2 cartridge inside of a BB gun. The trigger for the web shooters requires 65 pounds of pressure to trigger it. The switch is situated high on the palm to avoid unwanted fires. An additional safety measure to prevent misfires while Spider-Man is making a fist is that the trigger has to receive a double tap from Spider-Man's middle and ring fingers. The web line's tensile strength has been estimated to be 120 pounds per square millimeter of cross-section. The 300 psi pressure in each cartridge is sufficient to force a stream of complex web pattern at an estimated 60 feet. It goes significantly farther if Spider-Man shoots it at a ballistic arc. Spidey's web fluid is a shear thinning liquid. It's virtually solid until a shearing force is applied to it, rendering it fluid, whose exact formula is unknown, but it's related to nylon. On contact with air, the long chain polymer knits and forms an extremely tough flexible fiber with extraordinary adhesive properties. After an hour, the web fluid dissolves into powder. Now that's basically how Spider-Man's web shooters work, but did you know Spider-Man has different kinds of web fluid? I'm sure some of you did, but some of you probably didn't. He's had ice webbing, which he used to fight the Human Torch, acid webbing, which he made so it can dissolve the individual granules of the Sandman's body, magnetic webbing, taser webbing, and flame webbing, which he uses against symbiotes. Before I wrap up this one shot, I do want to say I like Spider-Man's web shooters way more than him having organic webbing like he's had in the Sam Raimi movies or when he had the black symbiote suit, because of the moments when Spider-Man runs out of webbing during a fight or mid-web swing. I think it just adds so much more to the character and story, and it gives him a more relatable human aspect.